All right, so now we have some vehicles here. This is good. We're the last one. Hey, while we're at it, here's a road closed. So let's check it out and see what happens. Here's a cat. That's pretty cool. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another full self-driving beta video. I've been getting asked a lot about four-way stops and how does the car handle four-way stops, and I don't go through that many of them, but they are around, and so far my interaction with stop signs has been pretty good. Sometimes the car, if the Tesla gets there at the same time as someone else, it's a little hesitant, but I figure let's just go find some four-way stops. I had some help from a subscriber on finding some of these around here. And I'm going to try to check out a few different spots, and we're going to just let the car go through them. My only possible problem will be I'm going to try to just go through them without routing anywhere, just to see what the car does. I may need to add routes to force it to go certain ways, but I'm just going to try to go straight through. Hopefully there will be, looks like there's a lot of cars out, so we should have some traffic. Of course, I can't control that, so I'll see what I can do. And before we get there, huge shout out to my newest full self-driving patron, John S. John actually already was a patron, but he upgraded to the full self-driving tier because he wanted me to share his referral code with you. All of my full self-driving patrons, I share their referral code. So he wanted this Top Gun quote on his card in the front. So John, thank you so much for that. Everybody, if you're looking for a Tesla, check out John's referral code in the description. And let's get to those stop signs and check them out. All right, so we're almost there. It looks like it's actually going to take us, I think this is the four-way stop, so it looks like it'll take us through there. Really nice move through that intersection. Wow, really good. I will comment quickly about the button coming. Elon Musk said there's a button coming to the service menu if you have purchased full self-driving, and you basically, so that is the four-way stop. Unfortunately, no other cars, but we kind of made a stop and went through. So let me turn us around, but the button is coming and you basically can just download it if you want to download it, if you opt into that. I'm working on a video for you about kind of what to expect and some different things, so hopefully you'll enjoy that. All right, so we do have someone to our right. We obviously got here first, and then boom, the Tesla just continues. It makes kind of that California stop, doesn't go to zero, and then continues confidently through, even though there was somebody to our right. So that was really good. Pretty easy scenario, but it did handle it correctly. Okay, so this next one, we just have to take a right up here, so hopefully we'll interact with somebody. And the set of stop signs is right there. Of course, two cars go through when we're not there. Okay, so we're stopping. We have somebody to our right, which we got here first. So again, it doesn't really matter what they're gonna do. It's our right of way. And the car continues, so far pretty good. I'm gonna turn left here. Yep, that cyclist was dark green, which means the car was waiting for them. We have somebody here. Okay, so the car, this is one of the things that it does wrong. While it did okay, it waited for them, shouldn't be turning the wheel before it's time to go. So it should have just stopped, waited, I'm gonna report that actually, and then turn the wheel when it was actually time to turn. Got somebody pulling out of their driveway there. Car slows down a bit, handled that really nicely. Still not interacting with too many cars at these stop signs, unfortunately. I'm doing my best, and it's not even coming close to stopping, it kind of seems like. I haven't been looking at the speedometer, but it feels like we're going pretty fast through these stop signs. So 3, 2, so that was pretty good, 2 miles an hour, but nobody else there really. All right, so I just sent the navigation to send us back to the same spot. This is unprotected left here. I mean, we have a light, but we don't have a green arrow. But it's clear after that car. So waiting for cross traffic. It still says waiting. I'm going to hit the accelerator because, yeah, it didn't go when it should have. Stopping for crosswalk. That's pretty good. We'll let that happen. Nobody here, so we can continue. So it's not going to continue on its own. So that didn't work. Okay, now it continued. So a little too long of a stop, but it said stopping for crosswalk, so you know that's an okay time to stop just in case you're not sure if somebody's there. Unless that's one of the same Teslas I saw earlier. I've seen like 7 Teslas today. I've seen Model Y, Model 3, Model X. I've been driving for like 20 minutes. It's pretty crazy. All right, so now we have some vehicles here. This is good. We're the last one. So those 2 go. We also have someone to our left. Person across goes, and the car is going to continue. So it was confident, I suppose, that they were going straight, and it did not wait for the car to our left. So that was kind of like a full 4-way stop, and it handled it perfectly. Hey, while we're at it, here's a road closed. Let's check it out, see what happens. So stop sign, and then we're not allowed to, actually this is a 4-way stop as well. We're not allowed to go straight. So the car is just going to go for it. Okay, that's not appropriate, car. I mean, the good news is it wasn't going to just run into that. It was going to go around it. But yeah, it didn't realize that meant you can't go that way. You have to turn left or right. So heading to a new set of stop signs here. We just happen to be going back through these 2 sets we've been working on. So let's see how this goes. I think there's somebody straight ahead. Yeah, but they stopped way up there. So again, no traffic here. So good job, stopped there. I mean, very easy scenario, but you know, it handled it correctly, so sweet. Now this is a 2-way stop, so cross traffic doesn't have to stop. This can be, says on the sign, cross traffic does not stop. A little confusing for people sometimes, you're never sure. And then is this person gonna cross? He is, and the car waited for him. That was very impressive. It seemed like, I didn't get to look at the color on the screen, and now that he's out of the road, the car continues checking for visibility. So it must realize this isn't a 4-way stop. So, all right, you can go. Now you're getting not as good. So, okay, good. But it looked like he was dark green, which is the pedestrian color for waiting for them, basically, before he was in the road. So the car saw him approaching the road and did a really good job. So we have a cyclist here, and the car's giving them room. I always like to wave just in case, you know, so they know I see them. But yeah, a couple very impressive moves there. And then again, we stopped and it says checking for visibility. So the car definitely is aware that cross traffic isn't stopping here. Now this is way too timid. I'm actually gonna report that. It's not very good. You can't just speed that slow while you're already in the intersection. But at least it knows that that intersection is different. So good job there, creeping forward for visibility once again. Waited for the bus, thankfully. I'm happy about that. And we have no cars, so all right, I'm just gonna, like, there's nobody there, just go. So we've actually done this intersection before. The car seemed to have a difficult time. Wow, very good. Way, way better than last time I did that intersection. It was a few versions ago, and it did kind of what it was doing in those other intersections, honestly. It just way too slowly crept out. That time, there were some buildings to the left it had to look past. It seemed like right when it could see past those buildings and that there were no cars, it just went for it, which was great. This is ridiculous. Look at this. A Model 3, a black this one. That's obviously not the same one. Like, it's like the 9th Tesla I've seen today. I can't believe it. Dude, come on. This is rigged. This is rigged. Another one. Another one. Like gunned it for that yellow light. What the heck? That was so weird. All right, then I need to take over here because that's where the pin is, and this is the road I want to drive down for this 4-way stop. It's supposed to have some weird markings or something. I don't know exactly. I've never been here myself. But oh my gosh, if I drove all the way out here and there's nobody to interact with, I'm not gonna be happy. All right, so this is the one. It's in a neighborhood. You know, we shouldn't, wow, is that like a giant speed bump in the middle? We shouldn't be too surprised that, that's a weird thing, there's not a lot of people because, yeah, of course some 4-way stops are busy, but in general, if they're really busy all the time, they get upgraded to a light or a yield or something else, so. All right, let's try it a few more times. Hopefully some cars will come up on us. And if not, I have one more spot to test that I think might be a little busier, but we'll see. No, please. No. Ah, dang it. Oh my gosh, the timing of this couldn't be worse. So we do have a person. We're going to go around them. Okay, he's turning left. Yeah, but we were way too late. I want to get there like the same time as him. But, I mean, you know, the car waits for the other car to complete the left turn and continues on. Shouldn't be a surprise. It's those awkward times where they kind of meet at the same time we really want to see. All right, well, it has not failed a four-way stop so far. You can say that. Here's a cat. That's pretty cool. You can see it's displayed on the screen as dark green, so the car's waiting for it. And then now that he's out of the way, the car continues. So it's really nice. And then another scenario people often ask about, dead end. I don't think the car can handle this yet. So I'll just let it see what it does. And it's just going to stop. Maybe we need to like navigate somewhere else. Hopefully these people aren't like, why is somebody parking outside of my house? Unable to complete maneuver, please assist now. So can't handle dead ends yet, needs a little help with that. This is definitely the hardest thing for the car and for the driver to stomach, depending on your tolerance for this stuff. These unprotected lefts. Now we got to go past this little mini road thing here. There's like a bunch of parking, and the car just doesn't seem to want to do it. Okay, so we're inching up. We're good to go. We're good to go. Go, go, go. All right, I'm hitting the accelerator, unfortunately. It was clear, but I didn't want to wait too long because the cars on this road are going kind of fast. So yeah, those unprotected lefts, they're difficult. All right, I'm kind of out of time here. I checked out the last set of stop signs and it just didn't really have much traffic at it either. So we're going to call it there. It was pretty cool. I mean, we saw a lot of other interesting scenarios outside of the stop signs, but from what we saw of the stop signs, it did them correctly every time. Now, of course, I can't control traffic, and it would be a lot more fun if there were 100 cars all at the stop sign, but then that intersection probably wouldn't be designed that way. So either way, the times we saw cars arriving at similar times, we had one where there were all four people there. The car did handle it appropriately. So that, and then of course the cat, stopping for the cat was great. We've seen it stop now for, I mean, I've seen dogs. I don't think I have that on video, but I have birds on video. I have deer on video, and now I have a cat on video. So the system can definitely see animals and small animals. I mean, birds and cat, that's pretty small. And it's just doing a really good job. So as it brakes a little too hard as I say that, but not that big of a deal. So overall, I hope you enjoyed this one. Look forward to everybody getting their beta button. You know, make sure you're safe out there if you're going to be using this. Just hand on the wheel. It can't do anything. You don't let it. So enjoy that. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments and I will be answering those, and I will see you in the next video.